Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, and welcome back to another episode of HoloBros Pod Minute. It is, of course, your boy, Homie for Life, aka your boy Wheezy, brought back again here today. Best friend, co-host, you already know who it is. You know him, you love him. He's doing the Euro step with the motherfucking rock and sock and robots. You already know who it is. You know him, you love him. Do I really need to say too much more, bro? It's 179 weeks. I know I said last week was 179 weeks, so it's actually 178. Yeah, this week's 179, so y'all should already know what it is. Yeah.
Mila threw up on me.
Uh,
It's your boy Coop, aka the Great DC. We are back at it again. Y'all know the spiel. Appreciate you guys tuning into another episode, man. Episode 179.
nah, them ain't shit. Nah.
Feel me? But once again, very quick show.
Sorry.
This week we sold y'all again.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Listen, man, it's bruh, it's a lot. It's been a lot going on, y'all. I know we keep saying that, but we trying, man. We trying.
Yo, promise.
180, man. 180. Not gonna make any promises, but we're gonna try to lock in and really do something big for y'all. But really with that being said, this episode is gonna be a whole bunch of nothing. So we're gonna
Facts.
just be talking about random stuff. And to facilitate that, first of all, like, share, subscribe if you're new. Share this with your other friends. Rate the show 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. If you're on that green lovely app called Spotify, if you're on that green lovely app called Kick, you know what to do. Hit that follow, hit that bell. Make sure you don't miss a stream. If you're on that purple app by the name of Twitch, make sure you hit the same follow, also the same notification bell so you don't miss a stream on there. Whatever you want to watch on is your personal preference. We really don't care. Just giving you guys some more options, different ways to see us. But yeah, with that being said, um,
Uh,
I'm tired of these jobs making the company problem the employee's problem.
yeah.
And what do I mean by that? Because a lot of people are like, well, technically it is your problem as the employee because you're working for that company. To an extent though, because as an employee, I don't dictate who gets hired, who gets fired. I don't dictate what direction we go as a company. I'm pretty much I'm hired help, right?
Yep.
So to an extent, I don't need to be involved, especially if I have stuff going on outside of this job. Meaning, if before I got this job, I have a primary job. You feel me? And that's another thing that jobs have to realize. If I'm working somewhere already and I come to you telling you I have another job that's potentially a full-time job and this is my part-time, please take note of that because if you want to keep me as a worker, do not try to make this my full time because this is my part time. You feel what I'm saying? Do not
Exactly.
try to do not try to make this job take precedent over my primary job because then I would have to you're forcing my hand to X out this job because
Mhm.
this job is just extra. You feel me? So jobs, please, man. Hiring managers, HR managers, period. Please take that in consideration. And if you don't care, then you don't care. Is what it is. If you don't care about losing people, then that's on you. But I'm just saying, public service announcement to anybody who may be listening, to whom this is for. Please receive this. Please stop, because this is getting out of hand, bro. Uh, you have to stop this, bro. Like I'm trying to help y'all, and I'm not saying me because it's not my situation, but I'm just saying in general. Like I'm trying to, as the person in the situation, like I'm trying to help y'all as the employee, trying to be the best soldier I can, the best you feel me company person I can, but at the same time, you're the side piece. I got my main joint over here. You're the side piece. Play your role. Once you as the side piece want main piece treatment, you gotta go.
Gotta get up out of here.
And
Gotta get up out of here.
I'm just saying because why the main one got the Benz and why I'm in a Corolla. Be thankful. Just chill. Just chill.
That's
You
a
don't have to get
fact.
nothing.
Just
Just
chill.
chill. Feel me?
For
Shout out J
sure.
Peasy. Just
Chill.
chill.
Just chill.
Just chill. But like nah, like obviously like being funny, but just on a serious note though, like bro, jobs. Understand, like I always say this, bro. Know your personnel. Know whose full time this is, or whose full time this can be. Know whose full time this definitely is not and never will be.
Yep.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, man, we just flowing. This is just a stream of consciousness. We just gonna keep talking until we feel like it's time to end the show.
It's like I
It's not gonna be a
just
long show though, but
like to piggyback off of Coot's point, bro. I'm tired. Yo, I'm so tired of you fucking jobs. Listen, listen. If somebody comes to you and says, "Look, you know, I'm looking for a side job. I'm looking for a little part time. Part time. It's not full time. Don't treat the person that's looking for a part time job as a person that's looking for a full time job. So what the fuck are we doing? Hmm? Because who said that? Yeah, you know, we're short staffed. So that means you're gonna have to pick up the. Why should I have to pick up the pieces? Why can't you pick up the pieces? Hmm? Hmm? As a manager, why can't you pick up the pieces? This is your building. This is you. So why don't you get some more people that's outside, because I have done it before. A lot of companies, they will pull people from within, from other locations, what it is to pull them in here. And so then why are y'all taking it out on the motherfuckers that's in there on a regular basis? Hmm? Use your resources. Damn it, I'm tired. Yo, I'm so sick and tired of you jobs. I'm so sick and tired of you jobs saying, yo, yeah, we're not gonna mentally burn you out. We know burnout is a real thing. Yeah. But then what do y'all do?
burn out, burn out all the tires.
So how are you gonna say you don't want to burn nobody out, but you're yo, I'm sorry, y'all, if it seems like this is hitting too close to home, cause it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. It is. It is. But I'm not going to detail everything that's going on, cause no. But just know that these jobs, especially the part time, when you clear that you're part time, when you obviously declare that you're part time and not full time, what are we doing? Does my like, you know paycheck not say part time? Does it not say less than 20 hours a week? What are we doing? Like, what the fuck? I didn't know that I was about to be a manager. I don't want to be a fucking manager here. This is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? Like I said, this is hitting a little bit too close to home, because it is. But I'm sick and tired of you dumbass jobs. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm sick and tired of you dumbass jobs not knowing when people, like, you can literally check the status of your employee and it says either full time, part time, or fucking seasonal. I didn't know I was full time. If I was full time, I wouldn't be fucking working here. Damn it. Fuck you. Damn. God, yo, I just had to go on a rant. I needed to rant, because I'm tired of these jobs, bro. I'm tired of them. And you know, for my people that know that I'm at my full time, I love my full time, bro. I love my full time. It's just when a side chick start doing too much, and then you gotta tell her, like, yo, move your ass. You only here for the 3 a.m. calls. Move, man. What are we doing? Jokes, please. I'm being facetious. Come on. Like, let's like, I'm being facetious. Don't
Yeah, nah, chill.
like.
But on some real though, bro, for real, like, bro, it's because it's the same thing, bro. Like, it's the same thing if roles was reversed though, bro. Like, if they was in if you was the manager and they was in issue, they'll feel the same type way. Now, granted, some people are just workaholics, and they'll be like, yeah, but at the same time, though, well, we the like since you already came out and said this like this
Yeah,
personal, the stuff that Weezy do as his full time, it's like it's apples to oranges compared to the part time. Like, now, granted, if his full time wanted to stack up more stuff on him and give him more hours, and his part time was like more lackadaisical or whatever, then that works. But it can't be the other way around,
yeah,
because first of all, the full time is the one that's bringing home the bread, because that's why it's the full time. But also, his full time is like involves him doing a lot of like different things. Like, it's not just like where his part time is just like it's just pretty much it's just standard stuff. Like,
yeah.
yeah, you feel me? Like, just I'm not gonna say basic, but pretty much like basic. Like, as long as you have the skills to do what Weezy's doing,
You're
it's
good.
pretty straightforward. But his job is like, especially because he's in tech. I'm not gonna say exactly where he's in tech, so it's like everything change. If you know anything about tech, things
Everything
change
changed every day.
every day,
Every
every
day.
sec. Like, every day is a new day. Same thing. It's same thing with teaching for me. Like, not no 2 days are alike. It's impossible, because you're dealing with students, or you're dealing with just different personalities, like whatever. No 2 days are alike.
Yep.
So it's the same thing, bro. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that too at your jobs. But no 2 days are alike. So when you're when you're out at these different, with these different jobs like that, and then you hear your part time pretty much saying like, "Yo, like, we about to start putting more on you and this and that." What? I didn't sign up for that. You feel me?
And
And
then,
some people may say, "Well, listen, my fault. Go ahead."
nah, finish your thought, my fault.
Now, I was gonna say, some people may say, "Listen, bro, that's just part of having a job, but that's also part of leaving the job too,
Yep.
because obviously he signed up for work. He didn't he like obviously he signed up for work, and whoever else, like even me, like when I had my full time, my part time, I signed up for work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they both knew what it was.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because like even my day job, like I'll tell you guys a personal story real quick, briefly. When during, like right before COVID hit, actually the year of COVID, literally right before COVID hit, I was working two jobs. I was working a job at a retirement home as a server, and a fine dining, and then I was also working as a audio video engineer slash installer. So the way I did it, priority wise, I got hired at the retirement home first. So that technically, even though it was part time, it was my main job per se. But then I got hired making even more bread as a
Audio
as
visual.
the audio the AV tech guy. So the other one was my main because I had it first. So just priority, I let them know I do have another job. So even with them, even though they were more of a full time 40 hours thing as opposed to my other job, I still let them know, yo, listen, this job has me scheduled these days. I can still work here in the morning, but I have to leave early because I got to make it to that other job.
Hmm.
And if they didn't understand that, then I wouldn't have worked there. Just because how that's just how it goes, bro. Even though y'all are paying me more, some people may say stupid, but it's just I don't know. It's just for me, it's just principle. Like, they hired me first. I ain't gonna do them greasy like that. You feel me?
Yep.
So, feel me? That's just how I be operating. But that's kind of what I was saying about that. Like, just understanding what the full time is versus the part time, and even if those two like end up crossing paths, still understanding like where your priorities lie, whichever they may be, because there's no really right or wrong answer
Yep.
in that. But just once you find out which one is which, keep it prioritized, bro. Because next thing you know, they're gonna start calling you in to work on days that you working at your full time
I
job
know. Yep.
during the same hours.
Hmm.
Like, all right, yo, we got you scheduled from this time to this time. Yo, I literally worked that day at my full time. Oh yeah, but we still need you to come in.
No.
Oh, okay. Say no more. Boop, boop, boop.
Hmm.
Like, but go ahead, bro. My fault.
Nah, you good. I was gonna say, bro, it's like, granted, I agreed for this one time, but I'm gonna definitely let it be known, like, look, this whole me working 9 hours, 10 hours, like all that. Yo, you gotta. No, I don't have to do shit. I what I have to do is my job.
Keep it a J.
That's what I have to do. That's all I have to do. That's what I signed up for. It's my job. I didn't sign up for anything more, anything less. I didn't sign up. Yo, you gotta be full. I didn't sign up for that shit. I didn't sign up for anything more than 20 hours a week. I didn't. So with that being said, like this is going to be the one and only time where I do this shit. But if this shit happens again, somebody's gonna start being a calling out warrior. Don't worry. And if it really gets to a point, I'll be out of there. Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, chat. I'm gonna just say this: if y'all are ever in a situation where I'm in, don't let the employer try to try to get the one up over you. Always let them know what the situation is and what it's going to be. And if they can't respect that, then it's not gonna work. And that's tough. Um, So yeah, bro. Just know your worth, know where you stand, and know exactly how you are as a worker, no matter with what you're doing, whether that be content creation. Because even with brand deals and all this, and things of that nature, there's also brand deals that are also sketchy in that sense, where you know you may not fuck with the like what they're having you to do. Never let somebody try to just jockey you, essentially. um so yeah, bro, that was my little rant. I'm tired of these jobs. I'm tired of the way that niggas try to you know shift the blame on you when they properly had the research to do everything else. But you know, it is what it is. I think I do have something for gaming. Um, just to jump into it, Microsoft is closing down a few studios. They also laid off a whole bunch of their Xbox division. So essentially, what this means is Microsoft acquired all those studios for no reason, and I feel like soon they may be jumping ship from just the gaming space, because come to find out, with Xbox Game Pass, a lot of developers, they weren't making any money. Which, I mean, if we're being honest here, I mean that's I mean, let's be honest. We could have seen that one coming. Like let's be honest. If you're telling me you're damn, you can get Xbox Game Pass for $15, $16. I think Ultimate is like 18 or some shit a month. Access a whole heap of games plus new titles, all for $18. Niggas was for sure losing money. Um, because I remember seeing a post some days, like a few days ago, where I believe it was said to be, was it people that made Indiana Jones, the Golden Circle, the last one, the last main Indiana Jones game that came out, and there was people that came out and said, hey, yeah, so with all these layoffs and closes and whatnot, us developers that are still here, we are earning shit from Game Pass. Like
Yeah.
in total, I feel like I believe it was either millions or billions of dollars that was lost. Hold up. Let's see. Uh. Oh yeah. So here we go. So Game Pass might be getting killed by first-party development costs. Um.
Wow.
Yeah. So. Um. This was in a social media post on Twitter. Costs associated with Game Pass businesses fees. Wait. Costs associated with the Game Pass business is fees paid to third-party marketing service costs, and by that measure, is profitable. What they don't count is the lost revenue that Xbox first-party studios are seeing as a result of the service. I have to imagine if first-party studios receive similar compensation, that profitability might not be correct. So yeah, so they're saying Game Pass is technically profitable, but I feel like I really feel like with first party studios and devs, they're not seeing that profitability. I feel like with the profitability with Game Pass is going to either other systems or is being refunded back into Game Pass's services so that they can keep them up. And I don't think any of the payouts are actually going to devs properly. So with that being said, um it's another week and Microsoft just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. They just don't know how to stay out of their own way. Like I don't know what's going on with Microsoft. Um but I feel like by the end of the year, because there was speculations of a new Xbox handheld coming out, so maybe they might be shifting their resources towards that. But I will say this: if they are shifting their resources and their gears towards that, they better have that shit be a home run. If not, then it's GG's for Xbox and Microsoft. But yeah, Coop, what are your thoughts?
Bro, we've been saying this a long time ago, bro. We like, bro. They've been waving the white flag secretly for a minute, bro. Just in their moves, like that's the thing. You could tell a lot by companies based on the moves that they make, like what direction they're headed into. And I think it was you that said this. Yeah, you believe they're heading towards more of a tech route as opposed to gaming.
Yeah,
Like they want to get into more software and stuff like that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I think Nvidia. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I think they're evaluated now at like a trillion.
I
Something
didn't see that, but
stupid.
I
Something
can
stupid like that.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
they just I was seeing some page that was like heavy in the stock market talking about how Nvidia was just evaluated this year for like a trillion dollars. So like
Damn.
being the first company to hit a trillion. I'll fact check that too while we keep talking. But yeah, bro. So things like that. I think they're seeing those type of moves and they're like, wait, hold up. First of all, we're getting killed in the gaming space. Like
Mhm.
I know Xbox fans don't want to hear that. We're two unbiased people. Like we got every system. We've had every system.
It's
From
a fact.
Xbox to PC now, PlayStations, we have that. So Nintendo's we're not team we're team good.
Facts.
Whether that no matter what that looks like or where that's at.
Facts.
Uh but yeah, Xbox has been getting killed. It's kind of like I would equate them now to like Samsung. Like Samsung, great quality, but just like not as trendy, not as popular. Like doesn't get
Yeah.
the masses attention.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like now, like we can, if you're objective, you can say that. Even if you don't think the Samsung is better than the iPhone, it's right up there.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep. It is.
Like that can't be debated. If you're being honest, it's right up there. If you're not willing to say that it's better than the iPhone,
Mhm.
the problem is the marketing.
Yep.
Samsung is just not a cool. It's not something that's cool. Like
Nah.
if somebody texts you and their message is green, what? Feel me? Like the emojis look terrible. Like it's just nasty.
Yo, that's a
It's
fact.
nasty. It's nasty. It just is what it is. Nasty. I'm my family is mostly Samsung owners. It's dirty. It is what it is.
Ah man. Yeah.
But to the point though, it's the same thing with Xbox at this point now. Xbox is like, what? You got an Xbox.
Mhm.
And now, honestly, the people that still have Xbox are only Xbox fans because of the nostalgia, but also the quality that Xbox provides. Also, the things like Game Pass and stuff like that that you
Yep.
can get through Xbox, but it's just not hip. It's not. I don't know. Like that's just the only thing. It's not hip. Like they, for whatever reason, the masses are just not clicking to it. Because that's the reason why I even got a PlayStation. Not because I didn't like Xbox anymore, but because it was between playing Xbox by myself or playing with the homies. All the homies had PlayStation 4s, PlayStation 4. Sorry, so
Literally.
I just hopped on the PlayStation 4. It is what it is.
And I feel like too, what really shot themselves in the foot, the last console generation, PS4, Xbox One, I said this on the show multiple times, was when PlayStation came out and said, "This is how we share our games." Pass, bro, the game, because y'all, I don't know, y'all might be too young to remember this, but when the Xbox One was first revealed, there was no game sharing. You couldn't game share on that console. It was always online, so you always had to be connected to an internet. You always had to have the Connect plugged in, and there was no game sharing. The way you had the game share was the fact that you either had to, I believe, buy the game again, or you had to do some like extra crazy fucking like rocket science shit in order to game share with your peoples. Cause no, they said that all the games were online DRM locked. So the second you try to launch it onto another account,
Oh wow.
cooked, cooked. Cause it was Microsoft. They came out and said, yeah, so each and every single game has its own like digital ID. So the second that you launch the game, it's automatically tied to that account, disc or digital. So when Sony came out and said that shit, Microsoft, they try to backtrack. It was like, yo, no, yo, chill, yo, chill, yo, chill. We didn't mean it. Yo, we didn't mean to always online. We didn't mean that you couldn't get, yo, chill, bro. Yo, we back, yo, chill. Then they backtrack. They backtracked too late. I was still one of those that still bought the Xbox One because I still had homies on the Xbox. While Coop, he was on the opposite side of the spectrum because, you know what I'm saying, our closest homies, they all had PlayStations. While all the
Yeah.
homies I was gaming with at the time, like D-Man, shouts out to my dog D-Man and my boy Vontae and all them, they was all on Xbox. So it was one of those like, bruh. Like, I knew it in the back of my mind, like, damn, I don't want to go Xbox, so because what the fuck they just did. But I'm like, damn, all the homies is getting Xbox, so niggas had to do what they had to do. But ever since that moment in history, Xbox and Microsoft has never been able to recover, never. And I feel like I honestly feel like it's come to a point now where they can't recover, which is why they keep waving a white flag. But yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's over with, bro. And like to your point, bro. And actually, yeah. Shit.
Wait, what?
Hold up, let me see.
Wow.
Yep. Look, it says my fault. I just wanted to fact check so we're not saying nothing foolish on here. Nvidia recently became the first publicly traded company to reach a $4 trillion market capitalization.
Damn.
This milestone was achieved after a period of rapid growth, particularly fueled by the artificial intelligence boom and investor optimism surrounding Nvidia's role in the AI industry.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yep.
to
Sounds
that
about right.
point, I think Microsoft is kind of seeing that stuff, and obviously Microsoft has an AI as well, Copilot. That's Microsoft, right?
Yeah,
If I'm
that's
not tripping.
Microsoft.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so they got their Copilot joint, which I love. I love. Hey, listen, if I view that and Chat GPT, Copilot absolutely trashes Chat GPT.
Damn.
It does because Chat GPT at this current stage right now, it's gotten so popular that they're charging for everything now. So like let's say you wanted to make a logo on there or you wanted to do certain things, you need to get that. You need to like pay
Oh
after
hell
a
no.
certain amount of time. As opposed to Copilot, you can spam it. Now maybe eventually Copilot and that stuff will start being paid for as well. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, spam. Keep spamming it. But yeah, so I think they're kind of seeing that, Wheezy, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Let's not even wait.
Mhm.
Let's strike while the iron's hot, bro. We already have our own AI. We have our own software. Literally, me and Wheezy are going live right now from Microsoft PCs.
Literally.
So I think they're about to just ditch all this stuff. Say PlayStation. It was a great battle. We had some fun, but y'all got it. Let's go try to get this Trilly. Feel me? So
It's
yeah.
unfortunate though. Damn, it's unfortunate.
Yep. That also means gamers. We're screwed.
Yep, literally. What he said. What he said.
Dinkelberg.
We're screwed.
If like if y'all don't remember, well, a lot of y'all won't remember. Especially if you're of a younger audience. But in the 90s, bro, early 2000s, we had, let's see, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, SNES, Dreamcast, GameCube, PlayStation,
Yeah, I'm about to
Xbox,
say you had a PlayStation, the PlayStation One. I want to
PlayStation
say.
1, PlayStation, and then the PlayStation 2 came out in 2002, 2003.
Yep,
Cause
yep. So that's around that era. Yep. And then when did the first Xbox come out? Early 2000s as well, right?
'03, '02 or '03, I forget.
Yeah, because that was a classic.
So these are seven consoles I named that we had 20 years ago. We are down to three: Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. Now, if you want to count PC, you
Yeah, I was
can.
gonna say I would count PC as well because a lot of the heavier gamers are on PC,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of PC only games that you feel
yeah.
me. So
So if
yeah,
you
you
want,
gotta count. You gotta count PC. So four.
so if you want to count, if we have to count PC, then four. Comparative to 20 years ago, we cut that down to damn near half. That's insane. There's no competition anymore.
Oh wait, hold on, bro. You missed some stuff too.
Did I?
Yeah, you missed because I don't think you said Game Boy.
I didn't say Game Boy.
Yeah, you didn't say Game Boy. So look, so I know you said some of this stuff, but I'll just give you all the key consoles of the 90s. I just want to fact check. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, Atari, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color. Cuz the Nintendo Game Boy was 89, but the Game Boy Color came in 98.
Yeah,
And those are just the key like games. So Matt, like the other ones too, bro. You
like,
feel me?
and then compare that 20 years later. We are now down to four consoles. Well, four
Mind you, and if
platforms.
we include the like 2000s and stuff, remember you had the PSP,
Mm-hmm.
you had different and
DS,
yeah, thank you. PSP, DS, um
Wii U, Wii.
yeah, the Wii, exactly. I forgot about the Wii. I don't know why I almost forgot about the Wii, bro. You had that, like you had so much different stuff. Like to now we just down to four. And really we're about to be down to three.
Yep.
Because Xbox is waving the white flag, bro. And what that means is, like I said, for gamers, we're cooked. The same thing that's going on with Madden and 2K and all these other monopolized games. Go now, it's going to be with a system. Now you have no choice.
Yep.
Now, oh yeah, yo, y'all want PlayStation Plus? $300,
Literally.
$300, and you'll get a whole year. And what? Say something. I'll raise it up. What we doing?
Literally.
Okay, okay. Feel
Literally.
me? All right, man. Now you gotta not only that you gotta pay. Yeah, you paying for the plus, but the plus is just to really just get online. After that, now we're gonna lock all y'all games, and you gotta pay to unlock them now. 50 cent per unlock. And the unlock, you can't unlock it permanently. You can only lease the lock. So
Oh,
you could lease the key.
oh, to that point. it was another article that came out recently too. Um, so people are making a petition to save the games. So essentially, people are signing this big petition. It has about 2 million signees at this point.
Damn.
And that's to literally preserve all games. So the games like that have live services or that are based on servers, they're trying to preserve those games. So like with Need for Speed High Pursuit 2014, that going out of the server in October. It's to save the games initiative. Also too, the save the games. Hold on, let me see. So this initiative, what the objective is essentially the initiative calls to require publishers that sell or license video games to consumers in the European Union. So this is mainly for the EU, or relative features and assets sold for video games that operate to leave said video games in a functional playable state. Specifically, the initiative seeks to prevent the remote disabling of video games by the publisher before providing reasonable means to continue functioning of said video games without the involvement from the side of the publisher. The initiative does not seek to acquire ownership of said video games, associated intellectual rights, or monetization rights. Neither does it expect the publisher to provide resources for the said video game once they discontinue it while leaving it in a reasonably functional playable state. So essentially, this initiative is trying to keep games, especially old titles from about 10 years ago. I'm talking about some of our favorite titles. That's going back to the Uncharted series. That's going back to the Last of Us multiplayers. That's going back to a lot of these older titles that essentially still want to be preserved. Stop killing the games. Just keep the games alive. And I feel like, bro, like it's like there's no better initiative than this, and I feel like the EU is doing it right. But there was also somebody that came out and said, listen, we not fucking with this, cause you wanna know why? You don't really own your games.
Yeah.
And so what people said that, all right, so since we don't own, so this what a lot of people's rebuttals were. So since we don't own games, piracy isn't a crime. Which, I mean, I'm not condoning it, but
yeah, for sure.
But if we're being completely honest though, let's call it how it is. If y'all saying that buying games, we don't own them, so it's piracy. So it's that.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like,
because that's also acquiring a game you don't own. You just didn't pay for it. You just didn't pay. So you're paying to not own it versus not paying to not own it. It's the same thing.
Literally. So
it, like, to their point, what is the point of like, this is why I say game, like, people don't have foresight, bro. You're pretty much saying, yo, don't buy our games, just get it for free. You don't own it anyway.
Literally.
You feel me? That's like
Literally.
saying, that's like somebody saying, Weezy, like, if I have a store and I'm like, yo, listen, y'all, when you purchase anything from me, like clothes, you're not buying it, you're leasing it. So if I want to, I have trackers on the clothes, and I could come to your crib at any time and get my stuff back. So people are going to be like, so why not just steal it? Which I'm not condoning, but like, exactly. At that point, if you could come take it at any time you want, I might as well take it anytime I want.
Yeah. No, but real shit though.
You feel me? Like,
but that
just,
that's some
maybe
real shit.
I'm tripping, bro.
Nah, but that standpoint came from a pair of YouTubers. I'm not gonna lie, we don't do that on the channel, but that's where that argument came from. And people literally, they rushed them. They like, yo, like, what do you? So how else are we supposed to own digital games? How else are we supposed to own these games that we buy with our hard-earned money? Like, what sense does that make? So yeah, bro, it was a lot of things that came out in gaming within the last few weeks. This by far is this the Save the Games initiative is by far one of the best things to happen to gaming within the last few weeks. Because it is a really big initiative, and I hope that they do bring that initiative to the states. Because niggas gotta stop killing games, bro. Like, why must we pay $60 at release date 10 years ago just for us to go back to the game and for us not to be able to have access to said game that we spent our money on?
Exactly,
So,
bro.
yeah, bro. It's look, it's a lot of dumb shit going on in gaming this week, but look, bro, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much gonna do it for this week's episode of a Hollow Breezy Pod. Cool. You have anything else to add before you get up out of here, man?
Nah, that's pretty much it. They said make piracy great again, so I guess we'll figure out what's going on with that.
Amen.
We're not endorsing it, but these idiot companies just unintentionally just said that. So, it is what it is. Hope it all works out.
Amen. Amen. It is what it is. But look, man, we'll catch y'all next week. Episode 180. Like Coop said at the beginning of the show, like, comment, and subscribe. YouTube, all that shit, other sheet, Spotify. You know what to do. Kick, Twitch, y'all know what to do. I know we ain't go live this week. Apologize. We'll be back next week. I'm be honest with you, it didn't make sense to go live when we shot this, but yeah, we'll be back. We are actually going to be back also too. Coop, do you want to make a small little announcement? Because I peeped on your Instagram the other day. Do you want to?
Oh yeah, man. Tap back in with the IG, man. Tap back in. Not like I used to be though, but just here and there. Like I'll pick my spots. Like I'll jump on there, chop it up. But appreciate everybody that's been hitting me up. Appreciate everybody that was hitting me up while I was gone, not knowing I was gone. Once again, for those of you that didn't get that message, I was not ignoring y'all. I literally don't have my Instagram notifications on, and I deleted it off my home screen so that I would not be tempted to click on it. Just a little detox. And I think we all need a detox from social media at some point.
Oh yeah.
Just because it could be such brain rot. Also, clear up your algorithms and do all that stuff, man. Protect this, bro. The eyes are the windows to the soul. But yeah, so back on IG, but very, very limited. Not tweaking like I used to be. Not really, doing nothing crazy. But I also got it too to just interact and also spread the word, bro. Spread the word. I'm a different person since y'all last seen me on IG. So,
Sure.
time, man. It's time to get back cracking.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, man. We back.
We back at it. But yeah,
Good.
we'll catch y'all next week. It's been your boy Weezy.
It's me, your boy Coop.
Love y'all. Bye y'all.
Peace.